Imagine you are 8 years old when strangers arrive in your village. Your mother sees them first. She stops speaking. The men wear fine clothes and ride strong horses. They carry official papers bearing the seal of the Sultan himself. Everyone knows why they're here. By nightfall, some boys will be gone forever. You try to stay close to your father. You don't understand everything that's happening, but you understand fear. The adults whisper. Mothers cry behind closed doors. Fathers stare at the ground. The Ottoman Empire is collecting boys. Not criminals, not prisoners, children. And today, you are one of them. The officials inspect you like livestock. They check your teeth, your height, your strength. They ask questions. The strongest and smartest boys are chosen. Being selected is both an honor and a tragedy. Your family has no choice. The Sultan's order is law. When your name is called, your mother's legs give out beneath her. You will never live in this village again. You will never speak your old language freely. You may never see your family again. And yet, this journey could make you one of the most powerful men in the empire. That contradiction is what made the Janissaries so strange. They were slaves, but they could rise higher than kings. The journey begins immediately. Hundreds of boys travel together across mountains, forests, and dusty roads. Some cry every night. Others stare silently ahead. No one knows exactly what awaits them. What they do know is that everything familiar is disappearing behind them. Their old names, their old homes, their old lives, gone. When you arrive in Ottoman territory, the transformation begins. First comes religion. You are converted to Islam. Then comes language. You must learn Turkish. If you resist, punishment follows. If you succeed, rewards come quickly. The empire wants more than obedience. It wants loyalty, complete loyalty. The Sultan does not want soldiers who serve a tribe or a family. He wants soldiers who serve only him. That is why boys are taken young. Children can be reshaped. Adults cannot. For several years, you live with Turkish families. This surprises many people. Most imagine Janissaries spending their entire childhood in military camps. But first, the empire wants you immersed in Ottoman culture. You work farms, care for animals, learn customs, learn language, learn discipline. Every day pulls you farther from the life you once knew. Eventually, military training begins. This is where many boys fail. The Janissaries are not ordinary soldiers. They are being forged into the elite fighting force of one of the most powerful empires on earth. Your day starts before sunrise. Sleep is a luxury. Discipline is everything. You march, run, train, repeat, again and again and again. Mistakes are punished. Excuses are ignored. Weakness is exposed quickly. The empire has no interest in average soldiers. It wants the best. One surprising fact is that Janissaries receive far more education than most warriors of their time. Many learn reading and writing. Some study mathematics. Others learn administration and politics. The Sultan wants capable men, not merely strong ones. This creates a strange reality. A peasant's son who was taken from a remote village may eventually become more educated than many nobles. For some boys, this system becomes a ladder upward. For others, it remains a prison. Either way, there is no escape. As the years pass, your body changes. Muscles harden. Hands grow rough. Fear becomes familiar. You learn to use bows, swords, spears, later firearms. The Janissaries are among the first military forces in the world to embrace gunpowder weapons on a large scale. While many European knights still place their faith in armor and cavalry charges, Janissaries are learning how to kill from a distance with disciplined volleys of gunfire. This innovation terrifies their enemies, but military skill alone does not explain their reputation. What truly makes Janissaries feared is discipline. Imagine standing in battle while arrows rain from the sky. Men scream around you. Horses crash into ranks. Cannons shake the earth beneath your feet. Most armies panic. Most armies break. Janissaries are trained not to. That ability changes history. One battle after another, they become the hammer of Ottoman expansion. Cities fall. Kingdoms collapse. Empires retreat. Their banners appear across 3 continents. Europe learns to fear their arrival. Stories spread. Some are true. Some are exaggerated. All of them increase the legend. Yet life inside the core is not what many people expect. Janissaries enjoy privileges unavailable to ordinary soldiers. They receive regular pay. They have organized housing. Meals are provided. Many gain influence and status. The kitchen even becomes one of the most important symbols of Janissary identity. This sounds strange until you understand why. Food means survival. Food means unity. Large communal meals strengthen bonds between soldiers. The cooking pots become sacred symbols. In fact, when Janissaries rebel against their leaders, they sometimes overturn their cooking pots as a sign of revolt. An entire political crisis can begin with a pot hitting the ground. That's how powerful the core becomes. And that's where things start to change. Because success creates a dangerous problem. The Janissaries grow rich, then powerful, then political. Originally, they exist to serve the Sultan. Eventually, sultans begin fearing them. Some Janissaries gain enormous wealth. Others influence government decisions. Some even help remove rulers from power. Imagine that. A force created to protect the throne now has the power to threaten it. The transformation happens slowly, generation after generation. Rules become weaker. Discipline slips. Privileges expand. Corruption grows. The elite warriors who once terrified Europe begin changing into something else. Membership becomes easier to obtain. Political connections matter more than military excellence. The edge that made them legendary starts to dull. But many people don't realize just how powerful they become. At their peak, Janissaries are not merely soldiers. They are a political force capable of shaping the empire itself. When rulers attempt reforms, Janissaries resist. When leaders threaten their privileges, unrest follows. The relationship becomes increasingly unstable. And then comes the final chapter. By now, the world is changing. European armies are modernizing. New tactics emerge. New technologies spread. Military systems evolve. The Ottoman Empire struggles to keep pace. Many reformers believe the Janissaries are part of the problem. The once elite core has become resistant to change. For years, rulers try to fix the situation. Again and again, resistance follows. Finally, one sultan reaches a decision. The Janissaries must go, not reformed, not reduced, destroyed. When the confrontation begins, artillery is turned against them. The very empire they served for centuries attacks its own soldiers. Barracks burn. Thousands die. The core is abolished just like that. One of history's most famous military organizations disappears. The Janissaries had spent centuries conquering cities, defending empires, and shaping history. Yet their final enemy was not a foreign army. It was their own government. Perhaps that is the strangest part of the story. The boys taken from their families were never supposed to become powerful. They were meant to become loyal servants. Instead, they became kings without crowns, feared by enemies, feared by rulers, feared by the empire itself. And when an organization becomes powerful enough to frighten the people who created it, its days are usually numbered. Some historians remember the Janissaries as victims. Others see them as oppressors. Some view them as slaves. Others see them as men who seized opportunities unavailable anywhere else in the world. The truth is complicated. An 8-year-old boy could lose everything: his family, his home, his identity. Yet that same boy might one day command armies, govern provinces, or influence emperors. Very few warrior societies in history contain such a contradiction. That is why the Janissaries remain unforgettable, because their story is not simply about soldiers. It is about power, how it is created, how it grows, and how, eventually, it consumes those who possess it.